Alright, hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and welcome back to the Ni No Kuni and the Wrath of the White Witch Let's Play. And if you did miss out during the last one, well, we just went and now got ourselves with 2 of the magic stones so far that we do need. We got the Sunstone and the Starstone, had to battle out with both with Sarah Boras, and also had to go and face off with Captain Crossbones. And I want to say fairly, those 2 guys were not all that too bad, unless if you don't really have any type of fire moves with you, because those are their super effective type of damage, weaknesses that they actually do have from here. Now we're back over at this particular spot. If you guys remember, this was actually a spot that we originally went and showed up before, and that was one of the many first different bounty hunting missions that we had to go and do for those swift solutions to go and try out. And this is where the column boss was showing up around, which that guy was just absolutely frustrating and annoying, and I know that you guys have seen throughout that episode with just seeing how annoying that guy was all about. But at least the good thing is that I don't think we'll be probably meeting up with that guy anytime soon. Hopefully we don't, because I don't want to be having to go and fight with that guy if he's just going to be showing up around within some other different areas that that get spawned around out here. But within these 2 videos for today, not only are we going to be doing our time out here with just only with Ni No Kuni and the Wrath of the White Witch, but we're also, of course, going to be jumping into Super Mario Bros. Wonder, or even with, I want to say with Persona 4. I'm not really too entirely certain on which one is going to happen, because I know that me and my friend Kevin, we're going to be trying to get another post recorded out here for today. And I don't know, you guys may probably see that alongside with here within this episode of Ni No Kuni. But the place that we are going to be heading off into with is going to be known as the Vault of Tears. And this area is going to be, I want to say, a really cool type of area to be around with, because this is going to be something interesting for our characters, because once we go and head on inside into this dungeon of ours, we're going to get ourselves turned into some frogs, and we're going to be able to go and actually be able to walk around us, playing around within the frogs. And but what is really cool within there is that we can actually be able to go and do actual battles with the certain familiars as being as a frog. But the only one caveat that kind of happens here is that even though that we are a frog, we can actually use the familiars in our parties to actually go and be able to use that within the battle. So I don't think we can actually just go and just be ourselves and just be able to go in and attack, but we can actually have the our familiars that we actually do have, within our team, that we can go and be able to use all of our different moves for there. Now, just make sure that when you're heading into this place, though, and when you do get yourself turned into a frog, it is going to take you a little bit of some time to reach on over to the magic circle to cure yourself. But since there is going to be some familiars around, you want to make sure that you're at least all like geared up and ready to go. And at least I'm all like prepared. So you see this magic circle right here? That's what is going to be needed for us if we ever do get ourselves turned into a frog, so that we can actually just go back to human form at some point. But here's the statue right here, and I believe there is a snake boss that is going to be showing up around within this area, known as a pet. We'll learn a little bit more about it, because there is a certain character that is going to be there, and that eye just glowed, and we should be a little bit careful with that there behind us there, Swain. Uh-oh, and now it's gonna lock us right on top, and we have now been turned into a frog. And everybody's been turned into a frog. Even Drippy's even been hit with a frog type of transformation here. And I have to say, everybody out here looks so adorable. I really like Esther's design, and I really do like Drippy as well, too. I don't know why, but, like, I don't know why Swain kind of looks like his type of frog design. Looks like he's, like a stoner frog. Because, like, I don't know if you guys can kind of, like, see his, like kind of, like, eyelids there. It looks like he's, like, all stoned out of his mind. Now, that rainbow frog seems a little bit suspicious, I have to say so myself. I don't know if you guys ever watched Futurama before, but I believe there's actually a frog known as the Hypno Frog. I think that's what it's known as, where it kind of, like, hypnotizes people and stuff within the show. And it's like a rainbow color type of frog. I don't know if I may probably, like, show up a picture or something if you guys have ever watched through the show before, but that's what that rainbow frog kind of reminds me of. So it's like we're literally chasing down the Hypno Frog at this point in time. But yeah, the weird thing is that, like, we could actually talk with everybody around out here, but we have to, like, do it in a way of ribbit speech at this point. So at least that nature tongue spell actually is kind of working out a little bit in our favor, I guess. But let's just go and keep on following this frog. Now, there is going to be some enemies here. There's going to be the Obscuros. That is going to be the other form of what Chloroboros was all about. Now, if you guys remember, I think back in our time when we were doing the evolutions and stuff, we actually have two different forms of Chloroboros. There's Floroboros and Obscuroboros. I think he's the more so attacking form, while Floroboros is the more healer form, and that's what we wanted, was to have a lot of healers, just so that we can at least be prepared for any type of boss battles that happen as well, too. And again, these guys here in this area is really no pushover. Again, these guys are like absolutely easy to go and get destroyed just because of how good our levels are at this point in time. I know that I have to go and basically do some evolutions as well too for both with our with Bighorn, and I think there's also another evolution that I think I also have to do as well too with somebody else. I think it's with Barker, I think, to get ourselves with Grimray. I'll hold that off, I think, after once the volunteer stuff is all said and finished with. Oh yeah, and also too, one cool thing is that since we are frogs, we can actually be able to go and swim around within the actual area. I'm pretty certain, I think, as just being regular human form of Oliver and the rest of our characters, we cannot swim at all within the game. So, pretty nice that since we are frogs, we do have that actual ability to go and do that here. I do remember back in like Final Fantasy 9, I know that there was like a little segment that happens within the game where you can actually just go and be able to play around with Sid as him being a frog, which I really hate that mission. I don't know if you guys ever watched throughout that disc, which I think that was what, disc 3, I think, just the tail end of disc 3, where we had to go and use Sid to like try and get ourselves with a special key, and you had to like make sure that you had to do a little bit of some hide and seek type of game between like somebody's pet that we had to go and search for. I think that was for Kuja's pet, well, not his pet dragon, but another type of pet that was around within that sand palace area, and we had to like make sure that we had to go and pick up that key as quickly as we can from there. But yeah, so basically now the magic circle has went and turned us back to our regular human form. There is some espresso right there, very nice, good MP type of medicine to go and pick up with, which I recommend on actually going and buying some of those. I believe they actually, I think, heal up, I think, about 100 MP, so it is much better than just your regular old type of coffee that you actually have to go and basically use that MP for. So yeah, so it looks like going around through that little hallway right there actually takes us right back to the beginning of the entrance, and I don't think we really want to be turning ourselves back into a froggy yet. I don't think so, right? Yeah, I think the better idea is just follow where that rainbow frog is going, and we have to meet up with with Prince Ali. I want to say that is what the character of our time is going to be taking along with us here, and we're going to be learning about Prince Ali's actual backstory, about how he actually got himself turned into a frog, because it seems like Esther actually knows a little bit more about about everything that's going on with him just alone. And we're also going to be knowing that it's like some sort of like Princess and the Frog type of story that's going to happen. So, yeah, so unfortunately no magic lamp can actually be used here. But, wow, this is like super dark in here, but what's going on? Oh, hey, there's that, well, I want to say that's Prince Ali right there. And he's got himself locked up in this cage, which that's kind of strange though. But we do have that spring lock spell, so why not go and use it and break him on out of here so that he can also go and become back into his own human form as well. So let's go and do that. Yeah, unfortunately we don't really have anything else that's going to be too specialized to open up on other different type of chests and other things, but for right now, the spring lock is something to go and just use for the time being. So now, what's going to happen here is that Prince Ali is going to be talking about how the boss, known as a pet, I believe, I think his name is like APEP, I want to say, he's the, like that boss is going to be the one that is going to be literally showing up around here within this place, and I think Prince Ali does say that he actually did attack not within the prince, but he did go and attack inside a pet and did some damage to him. But I guess when he got himself out of there, when he got himself turned into a frog by some sort of random magic potion, I guess for some reason he thought that there wasn't any type of way for him to get himself cured back up. But at least we found out the way of how we can get ourselves cured back up, so why not just give it and pass it on over here to Mr. Frog Guy, Prince Ali, and we'll hopefully try to get it back to his human form there. Yep, so so the serpent did go and eat up there with the prince. But after once this whole entire backstory and everything is all said and finished, there will actually be a actual save point that happens once we actually do have all this been taken care of with, and that's where I'm going to go and end off with the episode, just so that once we go and take care of all of this, we'll continue onwards with more of what the Volunteers actually does have to offer. I just hopefully hope that within this area of the Volunteers, it's not going to be like a Cerberus type of situation where we had to go through the Glittering Grotto and had to do like so much backtracking within that area. Because it's a good thing that I didn't show you guys everything that was going on within the Glittering Grotto area, because I think you guys would just get too bored about everything that's going to be going on with just the amount of backtracking that you actually have to go and do. But yeah, so basically Esther did say that I guess any type of female that is around within the Alma Moon area should actually know about this type of fairy tale story, and it looks like Esther actually knows a little bit more about that there. And I guess the princess, for what Prince Ali had a crush on, I guess was waiting for her to actually go and make his return, but instead he just decided to stay here and basically lock himself up here for a long time, and just not really get himself spotted out by other different strangers. So, yep, so there's the magic circle. We'll have to go and do that, Drippy. I think we're almost done here, because there's not really too much time left within the episode. So there we go. So now Prince Ali has now finally went and tagged along with us here for our time, so that is very nice. And I think with that being said in mind, I think we'll just go and save up here and end off the episode. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next one for when we go and jump into Persona 4 or Super Mario Bros. Wonder. And of course, I'll be seeing you guys then, and peace.